Hello, hello,
Hello!
and welcome to this gig roundup from the Ed Factor.
Post-gig
Jesus
roundup.
Christ.
So,
Pumped. Absolutely pumped.
got out of the stadium, managed to get a
Yep.
train immediately. So we're just
God
by
bless
the
the Budapest
beautiful
public
Parliament
transport
buildings,
service.
but
You can't see them because
it's too dark to see. But we are hoarse.
Yep.
We are clobbered.
We're ready for bed. We're emotionally drained.
Yeah, but what a gig.
Andy,
What are your thoughts?
What are my thoughts? My thoughts are twofold. Number one, if you haven't got tickets, it's sold out. They have to do it again. They have to do it again. If you
Hell of
didn't
a
get a
show.
ticket, get a ticket. Number two, my face has just been reattached to my body after David Murray had melted it off countless times.
Yeah, Dave Murray was on serious form tonight, I have to say.
When we did the Dublin gig,
Spectacular
we said it was
solos.
Smithy's gig. This is Dave Murray's gig.
He was on fire.
Dave Murray's hands were bending space-time. That's how quick they were going.
He was just really ripping into things,
Yeah,
wasn't he?
oh my God.
Just
Like-
solo after solo after solo.
Punishment those guitars were
Yeah.
getting.
The set list is obviously on Maiden's socials. They
Yeah.
have released that, so spoilers and all that kind of stuff.
Here be spoilers. And yeah.
But I don't know, do we want to go?
Do we tell them? Do we tell them? Tell you what, look it up.
So you can look it up.
Look it up yourselves, because I wrote it down on a piece of paper and I can't read my writing
but I
because
can't-
it was in the dark.
A killer-centric
Looks like
beginning
Walk.
is kind of
Achilles.
it. But they just
Aye.
wheeled out all the belters,
Yeah,
didn't
like it was.
they? Epics, lots
Yeah.
of epics.
Lots
like,
of.
you know,
What was the biggest surprise for you, Andy?
Seventh Son of a Seventh Son was the
Absolutely.
biggest surprise for
It was
me.
huge. It sounded incredible.
And it sounded chunky. I know I'd heard it in the Made in England
Yeah.
tour. Revisited, Made in England Revisited
Yeah.
tour. You didn't
I've
get
never
to
heard
that
it
one,
before.
so you never
Yeah.
heard it. So a special
I think
one
that
for
was
you.
the only
That-
song tonight that I hadn't heard before. But the set list is a real variation on things that I'm thinking to myself, early days. But that was 20 years ago, folks. So most of you maybe haven't seen Maiden
yeah,
20 years ago. But yeah, there was a
early
great...
days is 40 years ago.
Aye, but like the gigs.
Oh, 20, yeah,
2005. So we had Phantom of the Opera, which was outstanding.
Outstanding,
We
yeah.
had Mariner. Holy God. It
ma-
was
it's
unbelievable.
Unbelievably epic.
Unbelievable.
Parslave was
Parsley, the
outstanding.
mask was out
Feathered
again.
Mask was back, yeah.
And Hallowed Be Thy Name, I'm not spoil it, but it has
A very special.
witchcraft, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
They
yeah,
really brought a show,
big
and they
uses
always
of
do.
Digital screen was very different.
Yeah.
I think that's what Bruce probably alluded to, and he said his tour was going to be a bit different.
Yeah.
So that was different, and allowed them to kind of flick between eras at the touch of a button.
Yeah,
I
pretty
suppose.
much. Yeah, right enough.
Rather than
The set
using
didn't
backdrops
change.
and all that
The
kind of
set's
stuff.
all video now, whereas
All video.
you know, even the sidebars where he would run across, they're all video.
And even the giant Eddy at
yeah,
the end.
the giant Eddie was video. Yeah, it looked 3D though, but it was cool.
Yeah, some really cool graphics. We haven't mentioned Simon Dawson yet.
We haven't
Obviously,
mentioned Simon
this
Dawson,
was
number 3 minutes
first
in.
gig without Nico and Simon Dawson, and I think we, as probably a lot of Maiden fans were, a little bit apprehensive.
Yeah,
How's
worried.
that going to work? Is it going to work? So,
Yeah.
but it worked.
It was. He was great. He's a very different player,
But not.
he's powerful.
He was powerful.
He's enough. He's
Powerful.
enough for the band to propel the band
Yeah,
along.
it fits.
Yeah,
It fits.
it does. It
He's
fits.
got a little bit more of a Clive Burr feel
Yeah.
in parts.
His drum sound though. His drum
drum
sound.
sound's great.
It was like honestly, it was like something was trying to bring down heaven on top of us. The noise.
Yeah.
It was like a cannon going off.
Yeah, but I don't
And the
think
crowd give him such a good reception.
got a really good
They give
welcome.
him like
Yeah.
Bruce introduced him, I think, after the first
song.
Yeah,
Murders in
after
the Rue Morgue.
which was
it's a brilliant way to kick a gig off.
and the crowd, like he had to actually stop and let the crowd chant his name and all, and it was like
He did great.
unprepared, but it was lovely.
Did great.
It was a
He
lovely
made
welcome.
Real
And
brilliant
he will
performance.
be you know, you'll miss Nico. We miss Nico.
We miss Nico.
He was a very, very able and worthwhile replacement, and
Yeah.
there's legs in this band yet. I would have thought I would feel a bit sad tonight, Andy.
Yeah.
Because maybe I'm not going to London, Andy's going to London gig. but I'm
thought it
I'm
might
away
have
on a
been the
family
last
holiday,
one?
and I thought that was maybe the last time I'll see them. And I actually don't think it will be. I think we'll get another few years out of them yet. I think
I've come away from that thinking the same.
it's all. There's hope there, like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was thinking the same. I thought this could be it.
Yeah.
You know, but my guess is they probably don't know themselves yet.
Yeah.
They
don't. And health wise and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They were, listen,
But
here's
you know-
another thing. They played longer than normal. That was a 2-hour gig.
It was just shy of 2
Yeah.
hours. Just
Doctor
shy.
come on at 10 to 9, and they didn't finish until, I'd say, about
2 hours later.
2 hours later.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
and
So-
merch is good. But what they did for us was there was t-shirts. They changed the t-shirts after the gig, which I thought was a really sly move. It was
Bit of a
quite,
sly move, yeah.
it was quite funny. But
Don't know
yeah.
if they do that in the other venues.
Don't know if
or
it's that.
whether that
I
was the
reckon
first
because I've
gig.
seen it. Yeah.
Because they wanted to keep some tracks as a surprise, maybe.
Yeah.
But I don't know, on the surprise factor, I think we thought there might be some deep cuts and stuff, but there wasn't
That
really.
was the thing.
We
Yeah.
just waited out the best songs. Nothing from No Prayer of the Dying at all.
Well, they did Killers.
They did lots from Killers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So every other album got a touch.
Yes. Even to my surprise, my favourite album, Somewhere in Time, Wasted Years, got rolled out.
Wasted Years
Yeah.
got rolled out, which I think
It's
you,
funny.
I think you thought maybe Somewhere in Time. It got played so much in the
Yeah,
last tour.
I definitely, genuinely thought we'd have maybe heard Bring Your Daughter or something like that.
I just thought there might have been something, but obviously they felt no, there was better songs.
Yeah.
But every other album, we're right. Every other album was.
Yeah, it was.
Had a,
Yeah.
it did.
Because the ubiquitous fear of the dark, We were wanting Afraid to Shoot Strangers.
But yeah, so not any of the kind of deep cut surprises that maybe some people thought, but some surprises as in
You're going to be happy.
you're going to be happy.
You're going to come away exhausted like we are.
because there's a lot of big songs, a lot of
A lot of
epic
big songs
tracks,
and a lot of work. A lot of work's went into that. It always, a lot of work goes into those gigs anyway, but particularly this time, it's new. There's freshness there, which I wasn't expecting. And that's what's giving me the hope for the future. But you will enjoy it. Every gig sold out. So
you're saying that about the future. It might be a nice way to round this off. At the same time, it would be a nice way for them to buy out.
You think so? Yeah. Do another leg.
Because
Take it into 26.
If they went out with that show, they'd be going out on top.
Yeah, they would.
I have to say.
And they were on fire. The guitarists were brilliant. Any guitar nerds out there, Adrian Smith brought all the guitars from underneath the bed. It was so fun.
That's a good treat for some guitar fans there.
He had the Lados. He had the Red Explorer, the Destroyer. Yeah. Oh man.
Guitars we haven't seen in years since the World Slavery Tour.
And a really class 2 Minutes to Midnight Jackson.
Oh yeah. So
really cool. Really cool.
I don't think there's anything from that classic era. I don't think there's any bona fide classics that weren't really played.
Yeah, that's it. We weren't missing anything.
No.
Just something from No Prayer for the Dying, but only for like continuity. That means
And as far as like Seventh Son, we got Clairvoyant and Seventh Son of the Seventh Son. And I'm so glad Can I Play with Madness and Evil That Men Do weren't
even
played.
Heaven Can Wait. Yeah,
and Heaven Can Wait from Somewhere in Time,
also
isn't
an
it?
album
Yeah.
my head's
But because those are songs that they played an awful lot.
Yeah,
and they could have just reverted to type and played them.
Did they
didn't.
finish the last gigs with Wasted Years? I have it in my head they finished with Wasted Years. Could be wrong. The Dublin gig? I don't know.
They might have done it.
I thought that was the only thing I thought. Okay, you finished with the same song, but apart from that, it was great.
But it's a
really
good closer. It's a good high note
closer.
to close on.
We had Number the Beast, which was new visuals, just out of this world.
Yeah,
out of this world.
Run to the Hills.
There's a tram coming. That's what that noise is.
And we're going to sign
It's not
off.
Simon Dawson's bass drum. We're going to leave because we are knackered.
Yeah.
So
let us know what you think of the gig.
Let us know.
And if you get to see it.
Subscribe. We will be back with record reviews and much more. Subscribe, share with your mates, and up the irons.
Up the irons. Good luck.